It's not to say that there isn't anti-Semitism in the Free Palestine movement, right? Because there's going to be people here and there that don't like Jewish people and will go along with this and will use talking points or narratives for their anti-Semitism. But this is a movement based on justice and freedom and equality for everybody. I don't want to speak for Jewish people, but as a Jewish person, if I was a Jew, I'd look at that and I'd say that is what being Jewish is all about: is the freedom and justice and liberty of everybody else, not just one group of people. That's why I'm always shocked, when you see these Israeli soldiers parading the Star of David while they're committing war crimes.
Yeah.
To me, it's shocking, because I look at it and I go, where's the history? I mean, you know this
Yeah.
better than I know this, and these people died for wearing that Star of David. Do you know what I mean? People died because of that. People died because of their Jewish identity. People died for practicing the Torah. And you're going over here and you're, what they do to prisoners where they put the Star of David and they, tattoo them with the Star of David, or when they, burn down a mosque, and you just think to yourself, like, this is what happened
Yeah.
in the 1930s and 1940s. How you've lost yourself. You have lost yourself in this.
Yeah. Look, I think the level of hatred among a huge section of the Israeli population for the Palestinian peoples, it sort of never ceases to shock me. I watched the documentary that was put out by Al Jazeera, just titled Gaza. I don't know if you've seen that one. It's an hour-long documentary that draws from people's social media feeds, on Facebook in particular, Insta, where the soldiers, the IOF soldiers, IDF, actually post themselves clinking glasses and celebrating as they demolish, as buildings are bombed behind them, or donning themselves with the underwear of Palestinian women that they have driven out of their homes or killed. And this just sort of celebratory, joking, complete sort of, I don't even know what the word is, that diminishing sort of another people's, when it seems to me, my understanding always from the Holocaust, and I think many around the world always understood that the lesson we learned was that this should never ever happen again. And by that we didn't just mean it should never ever happen to Jews again. We meant it should never happen to anyone again. And here we are in this space now where we're seeing an apocalyptic, fully blown genocidal ethnic cleansing campaign by the very state that claims to represent the people who themselves created that state with a view to generating a safe space, which I don't agree with. I mean, I'm not a supporter of the Israeli ethno state, but it is quite shocking that is coming from that quarter.